Hey Virgos, how y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be doing your first half of September general reading here. A very happy start to the beginning of your birthday season. Darling Virgos, I hope it's a fabulous one for you. I will say, in your meditation, I got the image of an eagle who was very, eagles are all about clear seeing and looking at the bird's eye view, and then really descending down like the tower once they identify their prey. And I saw this eagle that it was very funny actually. The eagle decided to kind of stop pursuing the work and the meal time, and it was very funny. I saw the eagle stop to party like in a club with like a gold chain, and it was just like dancing around, and then there was like this door that opened and it got ushered through, and the whole point of it was that the opportunity found the eagle only when the eagle loosened up, relaxed, and took its eye of Sauron off that point of focus. So let's see what comes up for you guys. But I kind of love it. It was kind of like it's when you stop exerting. I feel like it's about, surrender and allowance. And just trusting that whatever you are working towards or wanting to manifest is going to come to you when you're a vibrational match to it, not necessarily when you're like so focused on it, like, you know what I mean? So I'm obsessed. We got the spider, which is so beautiful. You guys are my second to last reading of the day, and no one has got this, and I love it. So the spider denotes, so this is the totem for writers, anyone who writes or communicates for a living, but yes, specifically writing. This is also about creativity and creation and artistry and being the artisan or the, I almost said choreographer. Choreographer, sure, of like your own destiny, of your own reality, right? It's weaving this own web exactly how you like it, right? But this also denotes, communication and teamwork and artistry, like I said. And what's really funny about this is that it's linking up with what I saw in your meditation, because remember how I said that it felt like once the eagle took its eye of Sauron off of the prize, as it were, and looked elsewhere, that was when the manifestation came through. And you see how this concentration of energy right at the middle of this web here, it feels like this is exactly what it's talking about. And I'm about to see this spider just like leave the web and go party somewhere. Then it's going to come back and it's going to have a nice juicy fly right in the middle for dinner. You know what I mean? It's a little dark, but you know what I mean. I'm obsessed. Okay, let's see what comes up from my Virgos. Spider also represents written communication as well. So you could be having some either communication going out, applying for things, or you could have people reaching out to you via the written word. I'm getting images from Joseph in the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. It's very random. I could be talking to some performers. But also I'm hearing that your life, your path ahead, your dreams can be exactly what you make them to be. It feels like you're being asked to just like kind of chill, throw out the rule book, and kind of just like focus on the pleasure of life. The pleasure, the pleasure, the pleasure. I'm hearing to make pleasure the purpose just for now. And I feel like that is really great for you Virgos because, and this is so true, like every Virgo I know is a really hard worker. I've never met one Virgo that needed to be told to work harder. I know you know what I'm saying with that, Virgos. So I feel like right now the mission, and it makes sense because it is your birthday season, is to put a focus on the pleasure. That's going to make you a vibrational match to what it is you're trying to manifest, okay? All right. What's going on with my Virgos? Okay, so we got the devil. So this is exactly what I was seeing and kind of feeling here. So you got the devil, number 6 card. And remember when I paused earlier, I was noticing that spider had 6 letters in it too. And then you have a number 6, which is technically the number of love. But the El Diablo here, you see how it's pointing to 6 o'clock here? Oh, weirdy. Okay, first of all, the devil is about everything of the material realm. It can also speak of feeling trapped, Like you can't see the forest through the trees, or that you're bound and gagged by, you just feel restricted. Like this is the opposite of feeling free, is what this is. Okay? And I think it's really pertinent that we have this clock here. And remember that concentration of energy I was talking about with the circle in the middle? This feels very, very pertinent. It's like when it's time to get off work at 6 o'clock, are you still working? Or is 6 o'clock the only time where you're allowing yourself to really sit into the pleasure of the day? It's tricky because it's like we all have to work, we all have to do these things, but I hear you guys are doing the most and a lot of extra. And I feel like in terms of like, here's my point with this. I'm not talking about how you pay your bills. I'm not saying to take off work and let the bills work themselves out. That is not what I'm saying, hunties. Not at all. What I am saying is that whatever you have yet to manifest that you want, whether this is a romantic relationship, a dream career, how to monetize a hobby, whatever this is for you, going at it like you've been going at it with your Eye of Sauron directly focused on it, even bordering on obsessing over it or thinking about it a lot with the analysis paralysis and the mind cardio, if doing that has gotten you nowhere, I highly suggest you're really being guided here to just let it go for right now. Trust, 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 because you putting all that focus on it is actually creating resistance, and it's disallowing the universe to manifest this to you. Because remember something, like attracts like. And be honest with yourself. Are you, right now, a vibrational match to what it is you desire? Are you in a place of pleasure, or are you in a place of obligation? Of have-tos, of overworking, of feeling bound to your given circumstances. This also deals with money worries as well, right? I'm feeling the intense need for freedom, and a good time, okay? Hey, it's your birthday. If you can't do it then, when can you? Let's see what else is going on for my Virgos, my hardworking Virgos. Yep. Pretty much. So we've got the Two of Wands here. So gorgeous. I mean, the wands rule what? Passion, desire, artistry, creativity, darlings. And look, we've got the red roses here, which represent the root chakras, which is everything that grounds us into the earth. And then we have the white lilies, which speak about the upper chakras and our connection to divinity. I feel like for you guys, it would be really helpful to do both things. But Spider is an earth animal and you are an earth sign. So I feel like the emphasis here is less on the grounding, because you also got the devil here, which Capricorn energy is earth sign as well. I feel like the impetus here, or the point of focus, should be connecting to those upper chakras. Please, during this time, meditate. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Meditation raises your serotonin levels. It gets those endorphins up. It does all the good in the world if you just take time to do it. Okay, it feels really, 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 really important, because think about the Ace of Wands. It's that initial burst of fervor, energy, direction, forward movement. Then the Two of Wands is actually making the blueprint, deciding where you're going to go. This is the ship is coming to port, and now you're putting supplies on the ship for the journey. Three of Wands is when you're setting out on the journey, right? So you're in this point of transition where you're like, what's the blueprint, right? Again, back to the spider energy, right? What does the blueprint say? What's involved in this web? Where am I going? When and why? Right? But it's also, you see how this is not, she's not active, she's just looking out. This is not a time to run ahead forward before you've made the blueprint. It's really time to get connected with your higher self. Take your Eye of Sauron off whatever it is you're having mind cardio over, darlings. And please sit in the pleasure so that you can become a vibrational match to what it is you desire. It feels heavy, you guys. It does feel heavy. Okay, I'm so happy to see this. 9 of freaking Cups, y'all. This is wish fulfillment. This is where you're going. See how she's literally looking at this? Ahoy there, wish fulfillment. I'm obsessed with this. I want to point something out. See how he's smoking that big fat hookah pipe? And then I saw in your meditation that eagle like partying. I'm telling you, if you just let yourself experience pleasure, right? And that ease of life, I really feel like what you desire is going to come to you. Trust that you've already put in the work around it, okay? And I love that it's the 9 of Cups, because we're talking about September, also, a lot of y'all's birth month, okay? Again, this is wish fulfillment. This is having everything in spades. Can even denote a little too much of a good thing, which, hey, I'll take it. Okay. But also, I want to point out, this is like a solitary activity too. You know, I'm hearing for you guys that sometimes it's helpful to talk about what's not right and what you'd like. And then other times it's more helpful to just like focus on the good, because sometimes when we, call our mama or daddy or talk to friends or whatever and talk about, what's not right or what we wish were different, we're feeding energy into the lack. And it feeds it and builds it and builds it and builds it. So I'm hearing that the focus in all things should be on what's going right. Okay? Especially for you guys right now. And with this Nine of Cups, this is saying you are literally moving into wish fulfillment, but it's not going to be from anything that you actively do anymore, because you've already done the work. You've already set the intentions. And now the universe is sitting back waiting for you to see if you can just trust that it's going to deliver and then let it come to you. That's what I keep getting. Let it come to you. Let it come to you. It's like all of this insistence on getting it now and having it be a certain way. Expectations are limitations, and also it's creating this resistance where the universe wants to bring this to you, but it's like a blockage, right? With this Devil card here. Let's get a clarifier. Shut up. Eight of Pentacles. Look at this spider action here. Can you believe? The Eight of Pentacles is about work. Didn't I just say you're overworking? Even if the overworking, I feel like this is literal for a lot of you guys. You are overworked, but others of you are overworking the mind cardio aspect of it. Chill with the mind cardio, okay? Meditation, long walks, hot baths, chocolate cake, whatever that is for you, in moderation, of course. But I cannot believe that you got the Eight of Pentacles, another spider energy, with the Devil card. This is showing up as what you're bound by, what is bringing you down, the work, okay? And I said financial. It feels like there's some financial worry here, and it does feel like that, okay? Two of Wands. So for the Two of Wands, you got the Five of Pentacles. This is feeling separate from what you desire. This is feeling apart from where you belong. See the two red roses here though? And they both represent the root chakra. And I was talking about getting those upper chakras in alignment, that you seem to be pretty grounded. Well, I'm looking at this wilty rose, and I don't want to say you're too grounded. I don't even know if that's possible, but it's really feeling like you're overwatering. Like this sometimes comes across as being underwatered, but I'm getting overwatering. You're like, oh, there's an overemphasis on the 3D and the material realm, and not enough emphasis on the upper chakras, connecting to the divinity within and around you, your higher self, your guides. That's what's going to get you out of this Five of Pentacles, feeling separate from what it is you want, and to help you create this blueprint, right? But please create this blueprint from a place of pleasure, like a vision board if you want. You know what I mean? Let's talk about this Nine of Cups over here. It's what I'm interested in. Let's do it. Clarifier for the Nine of Cups. Get out of here. Obsessed. We got two. So first of all, we got Ace of Cups, yo. I love it. So guess what? This is great love. This is great abundance. This is also what? What? Psychic ability, psychic downloads, psychic directives, darling. The Ace of Cups for the Nine of Cups, you're going to have a lot of what you desire and what you want, period. It's also going to be emotionally fulfilling. Getting there may be a B. But that's up to you. You can choose pleasure. You can choose to have faith. Even when everything in your, seemingly is not in your given circumstances going the way with which you would want, you can still choose to walk in faith and live in the pleasure of the small things. Remember, gratitude is faith in action. Gratitude is faith in action. Focus on what is working. The more you are grateful for what you already have, the more that you will manifest to be grateful for. That is the way of things. Now you also have the Three of Pentacles, going back and repping your earth sign selves here. Back to that power of three aspect. And this for me is saying, Again, I'm feeling some financial worries here, some work struggles, okay? I'm really hearing that you are going to be linking up with opportunities where your expertise, what you do better than anybody else, because that's what the Three of Pentacles is about, receiving acclaim or accolades or compensation for what you particularly are good at and bring to the table. You are going to be seen for exactly how talented you are, how gifted you are, how whatever specialty is your specialty is going to be seen, and you will be compensated for it. But not by going through the front door. Live in the pleasure, let it come to you, okay? Trust that you've sent that message out to the universe of what you want. And if you haven't, get on it, y'all. You got to set the intention in order to receive what you actually want. And then you got to trust in the divine timing, and all you got to do is become a vibrational match to what it is you desire. Right? And beautiful Virgos. Let's go ahead and get a Archangel Gabriel Oracle for y'all. You got this, my Virgos. And, how often is it that you hear, like chill on the work and live in the pleasure? Because I do feel like you're doing more work than you need to do. And that's just how I feel. Like, that's just the feeling I'm getting. Like, it's the kind of where you work during the day and then you come home and you bring your work home with you. Whether you are mentally thinking about the work day when you're sitting there trying to read or watch TV or cook dinner or something, or you're still on your work phone at night when you're, supposedly done for the day or checking work emails. It feels like too much. It feels like it's in excess. Okay? And when that happens, it's a very active energy, and the universe is going, can they handle anything extra right now? If I brought them what they want, would they even have time for it? I mean, I don't mean to sound cheeky, but that's kind of what this feels like, okay? Whew, all right, let's get an Archangel Gabriel. Okay, this one wants to come out. Okay, stop. I'm obsessed. This is exactly what I was freaking saying. Stop it. Okay. Prosperity. Your actions have resulted in incoming abundance. Do you remember how I keep harping on about trust that you've put in the work? And that the way to receive it now is to take your Eye of Sauron off of it and frickin' chill and live in the pleasure? Let me say it again. Your actions have resulted in incoming abundance. Trust and believe to receive. It is such a cliche, but I'm telling you this. You have already done the work. You have already set the intention. Now, prove to the universe, show the universe that you can be in a place of receptivity and gratitude so that you can actually cross the finish line with this and they can bring you what you want. Point blank and period. This is gorgeous, Virgos. Come on. You got the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles as your end result here during your birthday season. Live, work. But live, work in terms of not actual work, but work. You know what I mean? This is gorgeous to you guys. This is really, really beautiful, and I'm happy for you. Just try to go easy on yourself. You have earned. You have earned. Earned. Really living in pleasure and recreation, okay? Let yourself have it. You've more than earned it. You deserve it. It's your birthday season. Okay, my beautiful and lovely, lovely Virgos, this was your first half of September general reading. I so hope that this is of help and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I would just love that. And with that being said, just thank you so much for being here. And as always, just thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.